This is the longest solo sail I've ever taken on. No crew, no one to take a watch. Just me, the boat, and a whole lot of miles between here and Australia. I've crossed oceans before, but there's something different about doing it alone. Every decision matters more. Every mistake carries more weight.
27 knots. Couldn't keep bearing down. It's just a little stressful. It's hard when you're by yourself to manage everything. I really like to get my main down, but it's not like relenting yet. I don't love having a double reef main up in all this wind. I'd even run south until this passes. I don't mind doing that, but I'd like to eliminate the boom out of the equation, because that's what damages things. I may just have to put a life jacket on and go up there.
But before I can even set sail, I'll have to face my first hurdle. Australia does not mess around when it comes to biosecurity.
Well, I am still in Vanuatu. I've been here about, 5 or 6 weeks. Cannot find any weather to Australia. A bunch of boats I know left from New Caledonia, which is about 200 miles closer, but they are motoring for 5 or 6 days, which I don't want to do. But today I have to go through all the boat stores for biosecurity. Australia has pretty strict biosecurity rules. I'm trying to get a handle on what I need. I've been calling people who've cleared in. I did with Delos, but Delos was pretty empty from being stored for 18 months in French Polynesia. So I have a lot of stuff from the Pacific crossing. From what I gather, it's like loose grains and stuff like that, like not in original packaging. Obviously no fruits, vegetables, meats, but I'm gonna go through the ship stores today and just clear it all out. It's probably a good thing to do. This boat was loaded to the gills to cross the Pacific, and I'm going to Australia. It does not need to be as loaded, and things are getting old, so it'll be good to know it's on board and just clean her up a little bit. It's sort of like with Grace leaving the boat. I probably should know what's on board, and probably a healthy thing to do is clear everything out, so that's what I'm gonna work on today. Oh boy, it's turning into a little bit of chaos in here. I haven't even opened up like this food storage yet, or that food storage yet, or under there, or in there. I don't know what they're gonna take away from me, but it's like 125 Australian dollars per bag or something, so better safe than sorry. I guess I'll get a clean, fresh start, and the boat is going to Australia where you can buy anything you need, so that's good. I think I'm gonna like sort it out by like what's old and what needs to be thrown out, and if anything is still good, I'll go to the local village here where I have been like working on the water system. We know the Chief Felix, and so we'll see if we could I'll see if I can at least give him that. It's gonna take me a bit though. It's gonna be a few hour project. All right, day of departure here. It's about 7:30. I'm drinking some coffee. I just did all my Australia pre-clearance stuff. One of my patrons was asking me, how do I know what to do when you enter a new country? Like it's sort of like a mystery to them. There's a website called Noonsite that actually outlines every country's requirements pretty well. So for Australia, I had to submit to their border defense. I had to submit that the boat's coming in, documentation, my passport number, and then biosecurity had a questionnaire on like where the boat's been, is there exotic woods and pests and that kind of stuff. And I needed to have a visa. Before I even set sail for Australia, there's 3 things. The biosecurity, advance notice, and then my visa. My visa's been good because it's good for 1 year, and I applied for that when I first went to go visit Brian and Kaz in Brisbane back last year, so I still have that. So now I'm ready to go sailing, at least from the formalities point of view. Weather looks okay. Might be some motoring, might be a front off Australia at the end that might be rough, but it's too far out to tell now. It's like 8 days away. Just gonna make breakfast and get out of here. Time to go to Australia, mate. All right, about ready to drop the lines here and get going. Derek, come with me. He's just picking up anchor. I was on a mooring because my chain's all jacked up, so try to avoid that. I'll still have the broken finger. It's better though. Okay, away I go. Bye, Vanuatu. It was good though, it was a good trip. Good to catch up with Andy and Charlie. Really feel like I got to know this country, which is cool. But now it's time to go to Australia. A new chapter again. There goes Derek. See you out there. Goodbye to Avalon. Been at that boat in quite a few countries. It's kind of cool to see it again. Time to go though. Well, this will be my longest solo sail to date. It's just about over 1,000 miles to Brisbane. Going to be taking a route north of New Caledonia, a place called like the Grand Large Pass or something like that. So I'll have to be a little bit careful going through there in about a day and a half. I think the longest sail I've done is like 600 or 700 miles, so kind of excited to get into it. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. 8 days alone. That'll be new, but I think it'll be a good experience for me. It is nice to have Derek with me at sea. Even we won't really keep up with each other, it's nice to have someone within 50 miles of you. It's really hard to keep two sailboats together over 1,000 miles, but we generally sail at similar speeds, so I don't think we'll be too far from each other in case something does go on. I have about 70 gallons of diesel on board, which in liters is, I don't know, 280. That, for me, that's about 725 or 750 nautical miles of range. Hope we won't need it, but this forecast is relatively variable, so I am fully full of diesel, just to make sure. I mean, 750 out of 1,000 miles would be a lot of motoring, but I saw 2 days motoring in some of the models, and some of them are over 4, which I am hoping to avoid. This we're having a code 0 again will come in handy. Got the leak cloth set up. Ready as I'll ever be. About noon now. Still motoring. Motor sailing. Have the Genoa up. You can barely see it. Doing like 6.4, 6.5. Just trying to make some miles and do a bit of motoring, so go as fast as I can while I can. Derek is like still right there. Right there. So that's good. Hoping this wind clocks around soon so we could actually sail and shut down the motor. Been motoring for about 4 hours now. I thought it would have I thought we'd be on the islands now, so it should have been filled in, but just got to fill in and clock around a little bit. I'm hoping in the next hour or two. Well, we got both sails up now. Finally got that wind shift at about 60 AWA at, well, not 60 apparent wind. Doing 6.25, pretty good. Not at a code 0 yet. I think it'd be too much sail area for this upwind, but it's ready to go when the wind clocks even more. But at least I'm not burning fuel anymore. Beautiful. Looks like I got some weather coming in. See over there. There. Derek's radar's not working, so I just shot him a message, although I guess you can see it. It's daylight, not nighttime. But better safe than sorry. Well, that's cool. I'll have some wind. It's like 22 right now. Reef the head sail a little bit. Man. Nasty. The sea state is getting snotty. Not that big, but just very close together. And on the beam, might have to go down to reef. I have reef 1 and might go to reef 2. I'll slow the boat down. It's getting a little bit nasty. Not never easy out here. Like, Day 2. It was a pretty good night. She's kind of organized and it was a pretty comfortable night. Got some sleep. Still reefing the main. Reef 1. And now full Genoa. Not much to report. I have to pass over some reefs over by the top of New Caledonia a little bit later this afternoon, I think, and then into tomorrow night. Pretty well out here, averaging about 6.7 for the last, oh, I don't know, I guess it's been 28 hours. I think it's mostly just surfing. These waves are weird. They're not so huge, but they're very steep, and the boat's just kind of riding them. It's very close together. It's always so hard to get it on camera, but one just came above the solar panel arch there. That was a doozy. It's a weird weather. It's not a normal trade wind run to Australia. So it might be motoring 4 days, which I really wanted to avoid. That's what the latest weather says today. It had been hanging around 2 days, but now it's saying 4. But I have a lot of fuel on board. I just don't really want to burn it if I don't have to. Just wear and tear on the original engine. Engine's 40 years old. This passage feels way better than the first one I did alone. I do feel more in a groove of being a solo sailor. I've had some time to heal, reflect. A little lonely though. It's a little boring. There's no one to talk to but the camera. But I've been calling some friends and stuff, talking on the phone. Starlink is on, but it's not as deeply depressing as the last time was, so that's good. And it'll be nice to get to Australia, rebuild a little bit, hang out with Brian and Kaz. I have some friends in the marina that I'm going to. Just have a little community. It's kind of a short season again, but that's okay. Life happens. Waves are getting kind of big again. Some of them are going as high as here. Hold on. Died over. Jeez, waves got chaotic. And shut the autopilot. No rudder response. Just too much was getting thrown around, and we jibed. The boom brake wasn't tight enough, so it actually jibed properly. Wasn't so heavy though, but I have it on now. Jeez. Well, it's nighttime now. I can barely see me. Speeds have come down. I'm kind of weaving my way through all these different coral structures. I guess it's called the Coral Sea for a reason. So it's gonna be a little bit of a long night. I just passed one off of my starboard side here. Not even picking up on radar. It's like 3 or 4 miles away and the radar's not even grabbing it. So no satellite imagery I can find. A little sketchy. And then the next one is about 60 miles away. So that's like, I guess, hopefully in the daylight tomorrow morning. It's currently about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna try to catch some sleep once I round this one. Yeah. Still I'm trying to make it in for Friday. I always feel like I'm racing like the customs officials. Australia is very expensive to clear in on a weekend, but there's not much I could do about it. It's a long sail and I had to leave when the weather came. Especially being so close to cyclone season, but really hoping to make it Friday. Sounds like typical YouTube clickbait. But no, I actually would like to make it on Friday afternoon. That would be nice to not pay all that overtime fees, but we'll see. So I'm trying to get the boat moving. I'm like debating putting up the code 0 right now, but it is nighttime and I am surrounded by reefs, so it might be easier just to have white sails up. Let's see how it goes. I'm doing mid 5s, 6. Good morning. Like 6 o'clock or so. Just working my way around this reef structure that you can't all see. Not picking up on radar, but it's there apparently. Being very careful, giving it a wide berth. Kind of a long night, paying attention for that stuff. Yeah, there's a little bit more of it coming up too. That's a couple 100 miles. Pretty sky this morning. Derek is still right there. You're setting off collision alarms all night. Like, get out of my way, bro. Yeah, I think we've sailed almost 300 miles, and some hours like still half a mile apart. I'm trying to cut in a little bit now, and he's still kind of in my way. It's funny. Hard to sleep when you're solo when there's other boats right next to you. I'm trying to cut the corner. I think he's sleeping. I'm trying to head a little further on our course. But I'm watching him. I'm rounding the last of these reef structures that go basically on course to Brisbane. There's a couple other things to watch out for. Mainly some banks that are, we won't hit anything, but they're 200 feet deep in an ocean that's thousands of feet deep. Yeah, debating putting the main up, just get a little more speed. I'm doing mid 6s. Maybe go like the reef 2 on the main, just add maybe half a knot or something. Yeah, it was a good night last night though. The seas were kind of flat behind the structure there, so that was nice. Also very strange, you can't see anything. Like it shows on the charts, not picking up anything on radar. I just can't see where this underwater stuff is. It would be a nightmare to try and navigate this like 50 years ago without GPS. I don't think I'd be taking this route. It's clearer south of Namibia or New Caledonia. I was thinking about this. Ancient sailors, you wouldn't attempt this. If you were dead reckoning your way through here, it'd be a nightmare. Especially if there's nothing visual to navigate by. Coral Sea, as they call it. I guess there's a reason. There's a reason why it's called the Coral Sea. It's laden with coral. It's also kind of cool. This will finally finish when I get to Australia. Finally cross the whole Pacific Ocean. Well, what a big ocean. You ever look at it on Google Earth, just the Pacific alone takes up the whole half the globe. So yeah, I don't know where the Coral Sea starts and where the Pacific Ocean ends, or if there's a delineation, but when I hit Brisbane, you gotta figure the Pacific is crossed from Mexico to Brisbane. And that's my musings for the day. Got the code 0 out for first time this trip. See, the wind is slowly, look at tree probably better. It's been slowly coming down from around 20, it's about 15. Forecast come down even more. So I unrolled that. I just went to go start the engines to check it, and there's no raw water again. I don't know why it keeps like airlocking every time I heel over for days. It's annoying. I don't need the engine now, but from the last trip when I was going to Tana, it happened in a squall, and there's another front coming, so trying to make sure I'm prepared, so I'll go mess with that in a little bit. I don't know if anyone has any tips. Why would an engine airlock? The strainer is new, the hose is new, the pump is new. There's something that happens when the boat heels over. The through hole's on the port side of the boat, so it's lifted as we're heeling over on a port deck, and it just aerates, and then I have to like basically crack open the back of the pump to make the water flow through. Annoying. I haven't figured that one out in like years now. Anyhow, if you know, let me know. At least the sea state is pretty calm. It's been pretty mellow. I don't think it's supposed to be forecast to get too high this trip, which is nice. It's just a little bit of lack of wind. Everyone I know who's gone ahead is basically on the motor this trip. It's not really a trade wind run. You're going from tropics, the equator, to, I don't know what's called the Pacific. It's worse latitude than the Atlantic. I don't know what they call it here in Australia, but we're not in trade, so just variable conditions. Good morning. I think it's day 3. Probably day 3. Winds are continuing to lighten, so at full main, code 0 right now. Coral Sea is full of reefs. Going through one last reef pass, and then it should be a clean shot to Brisbane. Hoping to sail a lot of it. Still have like 670 miles left. Tired still. I slept pretty well last night though. First night I was really out and slept. Let me show you navigationally what we're doing here. Stay put coffee, please. So this is the cut I'm taking right through here. This is all a sandbank. I Wikipedia'd it. There's coral over here and here, but I'm just gonna go through the white part because it looks deeper. And then the last navigational challenge is down here. This little bit here, this coral here, and then after that, that's 140 miles away. But you know, as long as I don't get pushed into it, there's a current pushing me that way, so I have to make sure I head more up. But after that, you can see it's just straight down into Brisbane. So South Pacific, man, charts are not always perfect. This is pretty good though, but I still don't trust it. So I've been trying to verify with radar and other tools, but none of these tools are popping up on radar. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm eating these meat pies. I think it's like a New Zealand thing. They're pretty good. It's like pastries with bacon and egg. Super easy for breakfast in the morning. I haven't been super inspired to cook this trip. I guess maybe just like on your own, it's hard to do everything. So more pre-made foods. The other problem is going to Australia biosecurity, like having a lot of fresh vegetables and stuff. Not that you're gonna have to throw it out, so I didn't want to waste money. So I can see I have like a couple potatoes. That's the extent of the fresh stuff that's left. Yeah, not too bad. Whoa. Just sort of angling into this channel now. Headed downwind a little bit further. Decent breeze of it. I mean, if it holds at 13, that'd be nice. Moving at mid-5s. but yep, going through here. That's the rum line to the mouth of Brisbane Harbor. 576. Not too bad considering it's only day 3 of a 1,000-mile sail. I guess we'll be close to half later today. Nice.
Join me next time where I complete the remaining 500 miles to arrive into the land down under. But not before getting caught in a nasty front off the coast.